Morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, hello, hello. It is wonderful being connected to you. Wonderful to say hi, hello, how do you do? What's going on in your world? Blessings, 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 blessings unto you. Blessings unto you. Blessings, blessings, blessings unto you. Hey Tisha, hey girl. Good to see you. For those of you who will be live, yes, 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 I love it. For those of you who will hashtag it and replay it, that's wonderful. For those of you who will be on, I don't know you on, and I might not never know you on. All right. And then for those of you who will be used by Papa at some point down the road, let's make it do what it do, y'all. Let's make it do what it do. So that's a wonderful thing, right? It's a wonderful, wonderful. However it is that we fit. It's all good with me. It's all good with me. Today is Friday, which means we will be live. Well, so hey Sherry, good morning, dear. So we still got something going on at the TV station. So we're gonna do exactly what we did last week. Which means y'all can call in. I'm gonna put those numbers up early, but y'all have to call in and get in early. I don't even know. I don't know. It's a little confusing to me, but this is what I was told. You have to call in and get in early. And here are the numbers to call in. So let me put the banner for the television show. No. See, it won't even work because let me see. Tune in today. Let me just do a different one. So let's see. I didn't think this one through, y'all. Tune in today, Eastern Standard Time. And there are not many ways to access Eastern Standard Time. And actually, you can only get it live by Facebook. Because otherwise, it's going to be a replay. And you can call in at, okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm glad I'm working this out right now. 313-365-7327 or 313. I know. Here we go. Okay, or 313. Let's see. 365 7379. All right. We're gonna try that today, okay? We're gonna try that today. We're gonna try that. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see who we got. Who we got here? Who we got? All right. So Letitia Sherry, good morning, good morning, good morning. Trying to work out the broadcast. We will be recording again. So, but you can still call in. So if you listen on Facebook Live, just like we do it, I'm gonna do a StreamYard just like I'm doing now. And then they're gonna record. And so I'll do StreamYard and they'll record. But you can be live in studio, not in studio, but you know what? You can be live in your call in, and that'll be a part of the show. But the thing of it is I don't know. They want you to call in advance, but that we can get you. I don't know. Either way, if you think you want to call in today, call in before the show starts. And then we'll put you on hold. And you can ask your question whenever you want to. I think that's the way we're supposed to do it. Anyway, y'all. Anyway. Today we are talking about this notion of, again, we're ending with this big, bold, bodacious living. Big, bold, bodacious living. Let me just say, I lived long enough in fear, which stopped me from showing up. And let me tell you, the more that you do, the more that you're able to do. The more you do, the more you're able to do. The more you expose yourself to, the more that you can be comfortable with doing what it is that you want to do, what it is that you're called to do, what it is that's uniquely yours to do. Right? You know that, right? The more that you do it, the more that you're able to do it. So I would invite us to live this big, bold, bodacious life with the thing that we've been called to do. See, part of our challenge at times, it looked like I scratched myself. Part of our challenge at times is that we never master anything. We don't master anything. So then we second guess ourselves because we stay on the peripheral of a thing. See, there's one thing to have imposter syndrome because our ego gets in the way. Like we at the top of our game and our ego telling us we don't know nothing. That's nonsense. But the other thing that we call imposter syndrome is because we haven't really prepared. Like we're not prepared enough. We know that we know just enough. And we can do something about that. Slow yourself down. Discipline yourself and get the additional information. Try. Put yourself under submission, under tutelage for the thing that you need to know more about, no matter what it is. I am forever learning, voraciously reading, like absorbing and taking in and diving deep and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into, I want to understand feelings and emotions. I want to understand thinking and thoughts. I want to understand relationships, right? And how love impacts those. That's what I'm interested in. That's what I'm interested in. That's what's going to draw my attention. How do we change? How do we become? How do we expand and purpose? And how do we increase? Right? And those elements are always going to pull me in. That's what I've committed myself to for the rest of my life, as far as I'm concerned. How our thinking impacts our emotions or vice versa. What does that mean for us as far as actions and behaviors, habits, relationships? How does it impact our relationship? And where does purpose fall into that? And of course, love is the foundation of everything. So I will always be drawn into those kind of things because I just don't want to be all over the place, right? When I want to, part of living big, boldly, bodaciously is knowing your stuff. That's part of it. We can't get away from the hours of dedication and commitment. Like, this is my year of quantum leap, but I can't quantum leap from nothing. I can't quantum leap from not having done my work. I can't quantum leap from having put in the necessary clock hours. You see, things don't come by osmosis. They don't. They come. Now, we do have intuition, right? We do have intuition. And so I'm not taking away. Good morning, Virginia. I'm not taking away from our intuition. But we also know that anybody who has contributed anything significant to society, they were able to do that by way of intuition and clock hours, right? Intuition and clock hours. So when we think about, people like Napoleon and Leonardo da Vinci and Thomas Edison, endless clock hours. And then, yes, they were able to move into intuition, right? They were able to move into that because they made themselves available for the work. Because they made themselves available. Right. Yeah. So I'm inviting us to immerse ourselves. I'm inviting us to immerse ourselves into the thing that is ours and let nobody talk you out of it. I don't care. Right? Let no one talk you out of it. Oprah's grandmother thought that I caught one of your lives. Yay. Hi, Emma. Yes. Yeah, so good to see you. Oprah's grandmother told her that she would be a domestic, like her mother was, like she was, like her mother's grandmother was, right? But Oprah knew in her soul that that was not going to be her life. What do you know in your soul about your life? What do you know in your soul about the thing that is for you to do? What do you know in your soul? Look, I don't care what somebody has said. I don't care how many times you have not gotten as far as you wanted to. I didn't use the word fail on purpose because I don't believe in that anymore. I just don't. I don't believe we fail as long as we learn. The only time we fail is if we don't try. That's the only failure that exists, because every time we don't get to the place that we intended to get, we get the opportunity to learn something about the process. And let me just say, taking a helicopter up to the peak, the top of Mount Everest, is no comparison to preparation and journeying to the top of Mount Everest. Hi, Rose. Thank you and welcome. Thank you. Thank you for my birthday wishes too. Right? So there's no comparison to preparing to go to Mount Everest, to climb it, the climb, reaching the summit, and the experience of having made it to the summit. There is no comparison. Or taking a helicopter there and getting to the summit. You're still going to have a beautiful view. You're still going to have a magnificent experience by being at the top of the summit. But it's not the same experience if you had to train, to prepare, to get yourself there. That ain't the same experience, beloved. So one is kind of cheating. It's the same thing as if you take a test and you get an A, but you cheated. If you take a test and you get an A, but you prepared. It's not the same outcome. Still got an A, but the experience of the A isn't the same. The experience of the summit isn't the same. So what I'm saying is, if we're going to live big, bold, and bodaciously, we got to put in the clock hours. We got to put in the clock hours. You got to put in the clock hours. Before you can put in the clock hours, go, but you got to know what you clock hour in. You got to know what you clocking into. What are you clocking into? What are you called to do? What is yours to do? If we're going to live big, bold, and bodaciously, you got to know what's yours to do. Mine is to call folk to love. It's to invite people to love. That's mine. And I help them to do that by working on their thinking. I help us, myself too. I help me to do that by working on my thoughts. I help me to do that by working on my emotions. I help me and you to do that by working on our relationships. Help me and you to do that by working on our purpose. What's our purpose? Good morning, Ray, and welcome. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, yes, yes. That's how I help us to do that. By working on those 5 pillars, and everything is founded in love, everything. So look, it is my goal, my life's intention, for every soul to know love and know that they are loved. It's my life's intention. So I'm going to always love well, and I'm going to always be loved well. No doubt in my mind that love is coming to me because I'm pouring it out. And so and there's an eternal principle of the law of return, or sowing and reaping, or the law of, what's the other law? I forget the other one. Right? And so when you think about it, beloved, be sure to be clear about what you want. And it's okay to try something. It's okay to try to see if that's what works for you. And if it doesn't, try something else. Don't settle just because, well, this is where I am now. Oh my God, no. You got life to live. You have this precious, amazing life that you only get one time. Don't stay somewhere just because you're there. Don't stay somewhere just because it took you time and effort and energy to get there. I might as well stay there. God forbid. Make your plan to leave. You might not be able to jump straight out the fire, because wisdom might say you got to have a transition plan so that you land well. But don't plan to stay there because you're there. Honor the space, honor the moment, honor the opportunity, and plan your shift, change, exit, if you're not called to be there. I could have stayed at Wayne County Community College District. I could have. I was there 36 years. And it was good for me. It was good. It gave me the stability that I needed. And I needed stability in my life because I hadn't worked on the scarcity that was in my mind. So I needed stability in my life. So I'm very, 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 very grateful that it was as it was. However, there came a point that God was like, excuse me, knock, 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 knock. You ain't going to be able to stay here that much longer. And I'm like, who, me? Yes, you. Couldn't be. Then who? I had that kind of conversation with God. And he was like, yeah, you. Well, God, you know your daughter. You can't be talking to me. You want me to leave my good government paying job? You knew I grew up in poverty. He was like, yeah, I'm going to need you to end that story too. Because that story no longer serves you. So go on and tell it. Tell it as much as you think you need to tell it. Get it on out. But I'm going to need you to release that story, sister, because you're not in poverty now. Okay? And he wasn't even talking so much about finances as he was talking about mindset. He is wanting to release me of an impoverished mindset. Okay? So he called me off my job so that I could have some experiences so I can begin to live this big, bold, bodacious living life. I was living a very safe, a very scripted, a very anticipated life because I was afraid to take risks. I was afraid, like I literally, like in my ignorance, I would proudly say I don't take risks, like not having no clue what that means. If I don't take risk, I don't live fully. I don't experiment with life. I only go down the one path when there are endless paths all over the place. I'm not saying be irresponsible. Like I won't be. That's not who I am. I'm not saying shirk your responsibilities. No. Handle your business. But then see who you can be while you're handling your business. Be all that you can be while you're handling your business. Good morning, you, and pray all is well. Love you, cuz. Much love. Love you back, cousin. So that's all I'm saying. Is if you are like I was, yes, you are talking to me. All right, Emma. That's right. God knew you needed to tune in this morning, because I'll never know what I'm gonna say until I get here, because Papa, or whenever he gives it to me. Sometimes he gives it to me early. So be all that you can be, no matter where you are in your stage of life, no matter where. I had been in my jobs 36 years. How old was I? I was 50. I think I was 50 when I heard the message. Papa say, "Oh, you gonna need to leave here, sister." Amen. Thank you, Rose. You gonna need to leave here. You can't. No, I'm gonna need. Exactly what I heard was, I'm gonna need you to leave here. And I'm looking like, who, me? Come on now, Papa. You know your daughter. You can't be. And I was calling him Abba back there. All right, Abba. You know me. You can't be talking to me. I'm comfortable here. He was like, "Yep, that's the problem. I need the world to hear you. I need people to hear your voice, your message. People who won't ever come to Wayne County, people who won't ever be in Detroit, people who won't ever know you. I need them to hear you. So I'm going to need you to get from behind this desk, leave this comfortable place, and go immerse yourself in a foreign world, a foreign land, have a really difficult emotional, psychological time, be in a place that you feel like you're losing your mind, but you're going to grow in leaps and bounds. You're going to meet amazing people. You're going to forge friendships and sisterhoods and brotherhoods like you've never known was possible. You're going to get this thirst, this voracious thirst for life and living. You're going to not be able to turn it off. You're going to produce and provide to the universe parts of you that would have stayed locked down and frozen and unseen. You are going to become a fuller, truer, higher version of yourself. You're going to invite people to the universe to love like you never could if you stay behind that desk. People will be transformed because you decided to take risk. You will aliven, you will go places you've never done, do things you've never done, be able to obtain things you never thought was possible for you if you step from behind the desk. If you do it, you will be free of things that have held you bondage and you didn't even know that you were in bondage if you step from behind the desk. Yes, you will. You will get love in depths and expand. You will call people to their greatness, and people will soar. People will believe in themselves. People will become more if you will step from behind the desk. Yes, they will. You will inspire people to get their own freedom, to step on their own paths, to go in their own directions. If you will step from behind the desk, yes, you will. You will love like you've never known love was possible. You will have freedom. You will create. You will write. You will Look, the list goes on and on. You will have a TED Talk. If y'all haven't seen my TED Talk, The Cost of Demanding Better from Others by Dr. Catherine E. James, go view it. You want to look at it. My books, Self-Love and Freedom is Your Birthright. Freedom is Your Birthright was birthed from this season. Go read it. You want to read it. I'm just saying, I'm in a place of knowing what to do in a job. Amen. 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 You will. So if Papa's calling me to live as my fullest, truest, highest version, he's also calling you because you're here listening to me. And what he gives me is clearly for you too. I'm stuck. Okay. I'm stuck. All right, Rose. Go to my website. Go to my website and make an appointment. Go to my website, make an appointment. You can get a 15-minute consultation. I can talk you. I can help you in 15 minutes. I promise you. I can help you in 15 minutes. No charge, free, 15 minutes. Go to my website, make an appointment. And I would love to have a conversation with you to help you get unstuck. Help you get unstuck. Okay. All right. Excellent. All right, beloved. Look, tune in to Go Love Somebody. Join the More Love Please movement. Please join the movement. Y'all, it is $15 a month. $13 a month, or $150 to sponsor a show. Loving yourself first, more, so that you can spread love in the world is what's most important. And then secondly, become a supporter. Help me to love on the world. Help me to spread more love into the world. So what we've done so far is we have, and you can just scan the QR code and it'll take you straight to the link. What we've done so far is we have the television show where we invite the world to love. And then we have had a 5K. We'll have another 5K in September. So we'll get you that date. And then we passed out love gifts on March 9th this year. 61 love gifts. All right. So we've invited at least 61 people to love themselves better. I love you, beloved. I value you and I honor you. And I thank you for being you. And I look forward to journeying with you. So make sure you join me. I have a Self-Love Queens adventure. And let me put that, I'm going to put that link because we've got some spots available. And I'd like to invite you to join us. If you want to come to a place where women are honoring their soul's cry, where women are loving on each other, where women are with and for each other, where we play and we have fun and we fully enjoy ourselves. It's locally. We do it in Battle Creek. It's a beautiful facility that we're in, and we have an amazing time. If you'd like to join us, I'd like for you to join us. Self-Love Queens Adventure, there's the link. You can register, start payments, and I'll see you there in May. It's the weekend after Mother's Day, All right, I love you. At the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.